Hi, and welcome to another edition of Gunners Are Us. It's been a hectic and mad week. As for the European Super League, we are not in that competition. Well, it never even got started as a competition, but we are not in that competition at all, which is a good thing because it was anti-competitive practices they were trying to force upon the team, essentially, and we're out of that competition. But what are the repercussions? What are the repercussions to the Arsenal football team? What are the repercussions to the boards of many of these teams? And will government step in? Does there need to be something like a shared ownership in football? Can the owners be owning the club outright? And they're billionaires and they are sort of like almost above the law when it comes to what they want their football club to be doing. So there's a lot of questions to be asked. So we're gonna look into the European Super League and we're gonna go over team selection for the match against Everton, which is tonight, Friday, 23rd of April, and we'll be going through my team selection and what Mikel Arteta might choose to do in that regard, and also maybe a player. So we'll go over, we'll firstly talk about the absentees. For this match, Aubameyang won't be available. Neither will Lacazette, David Luiz, Tierney, and Odegaard. They're all out injured or they're on the cusp of returning. But this is a match, Everton, where the stake is 3 points, essentially. So Arsenal our Premier League position isn't reflective of what we should be achieving. We should be much higher up that table. We're ninth at the moment. If we can win this match, we'll go into the match against Villarreal with good standing. We'll go there with a win and some confidence and more confidence and build upon that. For that match, Villarreal. But the first match that we need to look at is this Everton match. Now, Everton, they're a good side and it will be a difficult game. They're a tough team to dominate. Carlo Ancelotti has done a fantastic job of getting them where they are. They have a game in hand as well, so it's essential that Arsenal go into this game with 3 points. With 3 points on the mind, with winning this game. So it will be essential that we are at our very best to try and win this game. So essentially, Lacazette and Aubameyang won't be available for this game. So it will be down to maybe a front four of Saka, Nicolas Pepe, Emile Smith-Rowe, and most probably it will be Gabriel Martinelli leading the line, most probably. So we have to go into this with 3 points on the mind, with a convincing performance, because our next match after this is Villarreal, and we cannot be slipping up against Villarreal. We need to be going into this match with a win mentality. So with further ado, let me go into my starting 11. My starting 11 will be Bernd Leno in goal, although Matt Ryan did do well against Fulham. I would give Bernd Leno a a run out so that he get any cobwebs out of the system. So Bert Leno in goal, a back four of Cedric at left back, Callum Chambers as a right back, Rob Holding and Gabriel. And then midfield pairing, yes, Thomas Partey may get injured, but again, I would put him in there so that he can get a nice run out, and hopefully injuries ain't going to be part and parcel of his game today. So I would put Thomas Partey in and Danny Celebos. Then at the front four of Saka on the left, Pepe on the right, or vice versa, Emil Smith-Rowe and Gabriel. I'd also have Balogun on the bench because I believe he's a good striking option for coming on later during the match, maybe around the 60th or 70th minute, if maybe Martinelli needs a bit of a rest, or to a bit of a switch, maybe switching him out for Pepe. So that is my starting 11, and yes, I hope Mikel Arteta, well, I don't know what he's thinking, but he will choose a team that is strong enough, hopefully, to beat Everton, because we do need these 3 points. If we can get this win, then also we'll leapfrog Everton into 8th position, and it's seemingly like we're making some progress on the Premier League front. So, okay, failed attempt at the European Super League. It was a failed attempt to try and push through a competition with very anti-competition rules in place, where a competition where each year, each participant would be guaranteed a place and not not achieved through merit. So it wasn't a good competition, and it's down to the owners of these clubs. These clubs are owned by billionaires, and their thinking is they wanted to make an American model in football, and that just cannot happen. You know, when it comes to football, the fans are the mouthpiece of the game. The fans are, without the fans, football isn't football. And we've been playing for a whole season without fans in the stadiums, and you can feel that the fans are totally missing not being there. The sport is totally missing the fans not being there. So the sooner the fans can get back, that will be much better for football. Thank you. So looking ahead to this game, let's have a look and read of what Mikel Arteta has been saying. Let's have a look and see. Yes, it's definitely, we have to go into this game with a winning mentality. Essentially, Mikel Arteta has spoken about the European Super League and the quick turnaround time of it being a competition that just basically got blown up out of the water before, and you know, fan pressure has collapsed that project essentially. But do the owners need to take more responsibility? Do they need to take more responsibility? I mean, why couldn't FIFA and UEFA just make some changes to the existing competitions to make them a bit more exciting? And also maybe there needs to be a change in the way the teams, these football teams are run. Maybe there needs to be a change in the way they are run. You know, about a majority shareholding in one single entity or individual that is running the club entirely. But that's a big question, to be honest. So truthfully, I'll put it out there to you, football fans. How do you wish to see Arsenal being run? Is it better that the club is owned by fans, a percentage is owned by fans, so the fans have more of a direct voice in the running of the club, or the fans have to be able to put their voice forward? We have some fan groups and are the fans being listened to? Are the owners actually listening to what the fans have got to say? That remains to be seen. So this European Super League is really, which has dominated the game. But let's get back to the football. Football is match today, Arsenal against Everton. Can Arsenal win this match? Because if we can, we will definitely be going ahead with climbing up the table. That is essentially what we need to do. We need to get our points and start winning matches. And this will be momentum going into this Villarreal game, which is the next game up after this. But first, we must, and I hope that Arsenal are able to beat Everton in tonight's match. And I'm not going to make a prediction. I just hope that Arsenal win the match, and that is my prediction. I hope Arsenal win the match. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching on this edition. Thank you.